What's up, everybody? This is David from Soft Wash Evolution. I'm washing this massive cedar sided, painted cedar siding and natural stone home in Saratoga Springs you see right here behind me. I'm going to walk you around this place, show you all the different surfaces I've got to wash. I've got some roof washing to do out back on the pool house, all that painted cedar siding. Like I said, they're having a lot of work done in this place. It's actually about to be painted, which is the reason I'm washing it. See the lift right behind me here, and next to my truck where I just walked from, you'll see the big roll off right there. And there's a couple ladders and some material out here, but I've done videos before washing these types of homes. They've actually got the trim around the garage missing because a lot of the trim was so bad, it's not going to be painted, it's going to be replaced. But there's your cedar, painted cedar lap siding there. Some trim is being replaced, some of it's just being scraped and painted, but I've got to wash the entire place first. I'm doing this for one of the construction companies. If you've seen my other videos where I wash their new construction builds and rinse them off before the new homeowner gets them, they also do work like this, where they're, rehabbing older places. Look at the size of that generator. It shows you the size of this house. A couple of the issues I had, I just applied to that pool house right there, and I filmed all of it, but the microphone wasn't on. So I'm actually going to splice a little bit of me washing that roof in a few seconds after I finish walking around this place. My ladder is set up on the second story walkout right there. I'm going to have to either jump over that balcony railing or go in the house and leave my hose up there, pull the hose through, wash it, and then come back down. So the homeowner is home. They're not my customer. I'm subcontracting for this. So I'm going to call my customer, the construction company, ask if I can knock on the door, see if we can get that set up, because in order to do it right, I don't like jumping over those vinyl railings. I don't know if they're going to support my weight. And we've also got, I'll take you out here to the pool house. There is a gutter that's broken right over. You can hear that water dripping. The gutter's busted right there. Not sure what hit it. This is the roof I just applied to. I'll show you the patio. Looks like the homeowner did some Zorro pressure washing here. If you could see all the squigglies. That's not part of my job today. I'm not surface cleaning anything, but here is the moss, if you could see it. One of those white balls up there. I just applied to all this. I had to cover these plants up with plastic right here and this one because there's no gutter on this pool house. So my microphone messed up. I think what I'll do is I'll just splice a little bit of the video of me washing that real quick, fast forward it. There's no audio, but that'll get right there. Next, I'm gonna jump up on that balcony and wash that second story. All right, just after 10 o'clock, I'm done out back. I'm actually gonna go get my ladder right now. Just finished washing all of this. Driveway soaked, kept it all good and wet. I even washed that generator off. It was all green and slimy before. Cleaned it up. My ladder. I'll splice in a shot of me up there, washing that second story balcony out. But the roof of the pool house is looking good. I know it's far away over there, but I've got to get my ladder loaded on my truck, and I'm actually going to move my truck around to the front because I got to wash the whole front of this place. There is a stained solid wood door, a giant front door on this place. I'll show you. That's going to be a bit of a problem. I don't think I'm going to have to use any chemical in the front porch, but I got to get a closer look. I'm going to go up there. This is the so to get on the that's my plastic that I used to cover up those plants, set of gloves. What's good is my customer is the construction company, and that's their roll-off dumpster, so that's where all of my garbage is going. But to get up there onto that second story balcony, what I do is set my ladder up, lean it up against that vinyl railing. And I weigh about 190, 200 pounds. The railings can take 200 pounds laterally. Yeah, when they were new. It all depends on how they're fastened. If they're just screwed into some Trex or into some decking, even pressure treated decking, how far that span is all comes into account. If you lean a ladder up against those railings, whether they're wood, whether they're vinyl, even metal ones, I'm not climbing over. Once you get up there, your weight, your 200 pounds leaning when it's that high in the air against that span, I'm not doing the engineering math to figure out what the load is, whether it's going to snap or not. I just know that I'm not going to do it. So what I do is lean my ladder up against it, put my hose up there, and what I have a remote control start for my pressure washer and the chemical line on and off. So I put my hose up top. I go around to the front. I asked the construction company if it was okay. I knocked on the door, introduced myself to the customer and said, or the homeowner, said, I'm working for so-and-so. I'm subbing out for them to do some cleaning in your house. In order to get that walkout balcony on your second floor, I have to come through your house, wash that area. You know, I'll shut the machine off, put the hose back down, I'll come back through your house, and then I'm done. It's just the safest way to do it so I don't harm your belt or your railing. They agreed to it. I take that black garbage bag. I always have garbage bags in the back of my truck. I go to the front door, I take my boots off, put them in the garbage bag, I walk through their house. She showed me, you know, right up through here, it's actually the walkout in the master bedroom, so, you know, the homeowner is really nice. I walked right up through, opened that door, put my boots back on, leave the garbage bag right at the door. 3 minutes, you know, I washed those railings and the little bit of siding that's up there, rinsed it all down so the soap suds go down, shut the machine off, go back through, put my boots back on, carry my boots down through the door when I get to the front door, first floor, put my boots back on, throw the garbage bag away. So now I've washed everything out there and I've just got to pull my ladder out of the way. So it's simple when you're doing it by yourself. Other than that, you're holding that pressure washer gun or soft wash gun, whatever you got, machine running, and you're trying to jump over that railing, do your washing, and then jump back over it when it's all slippery and soapy and everything else. I'm not doing it. I find this way works good as long as the people are home. If they're not home, that's another problem. But either way, that's done. I'm going to move my truck to the horseshoe driveway in the front because this place is massive. It just saves time rather than pulling the hoses around. I looked this place up. It's over 5,800 square feet. It's a big house. So I'm going to pull my truck around front. A car just pulled into the driveway. It looks like a DoorDash delivery type person. They've got a couple of bags or something they're delivering. So I'm going to go there, make sure they're out of my way, and wash the front. I'll show you that front door. All right, we're making good progress. I'm right by the front here, moved my truck over so I'm a little bit closer. This house, I did confirm almost all of these spindles on the front porch are being replaced. I said a lot of stuff is being painted. This is right where I ended washing. I did that sunroom right there. It has like plexiglass panels, but you can see the construction company. They got their ladder, there's a battery charger and a sander right there. You can see all these spindles, the paint is gone right off the top rail, and most of the spindles and everything. A lot of it's, you're just gonna replace sections of it. They'll probably, if I had to guess, go with vinyl. It'll last a lot longer, just like the vinyl spindles and railings that are out back on that walkout. The paint just, it takes so long to keep up with. All this stuff, cedar stuff up here, there's a lot of chipping and being painted and things like that. You can see the painter's tape. Somebody left a roll of it right there. It's destroyed now because it rained last night. But I've got to get the green off of this natural stone. Up top, there's a lot of it, but that front door, I want to show you that. This is a solid wood. If I had to guess, it's probably like an oak or maple, and it is stained. And that is a massive door. That is a problem. You cannot get chemical anywhere on that thing. Luckily, I don't have to wash the front porch because those railings are being replaced. All I have to do is rinse the dirt off that porch area. So I'm not going to get chemical anywhere near it. That is a huge problem. So I'm doing this video. I've done another one before. Sun's beating on me now. Painted wood, you can treat it with chemical. You can treat it with sodium hypochlorite. The paint makes a barrier between the wood behind it. So you treat it, apply, and rinse. That's what I'm doing to this whole house because it's painted. Stained wood is completely different. Stain is in the wood, it's in the grain, and especially that front door. That door has never seen the elements. It's covered by that massive porch. It's never seen rain, it's never seen snow. It might as well be inside. It's basically an interior door. And if you put SH or any chemical on that, even if you do a test spot, even if you wet it first, even if you cover it in plastic, you know how much of a fan I am of covering everything in plastic. I don't care how much tape you use. One drop of SH gets on that stained front door, you are buying that front door. If you gave me a quote right now for that, both those big double solid wood doors with those glass panels, and you told me it was $10,000, I'd believe it. That's probably how much it costs to replace those doors. Sure, you could probably strip them, sand them, and restain them. The labor on it might, you know, you might save a couple bucks. But that is a very, very expensive front door. You never get chemical bleach on anything that's stained wood unless they plan on restaining it almost immediately. Some guys will put bleach on there just to get all the green stuff out of it if the wood's in really bad shape, but that thing's in great shape. I'm gonna go nowhere near that entire front porch with chemical. It's gonna be just water, rinsing the dust and dirt off of there, but I am gonna use a little bit on the painted wood you saw around, so I'm gonna get some footage of that right now. All right, we're washing. You can see that window there, the paint is pretty much gone off the edge of that trim. I'm sure that's all getting replaced. That piece is rotted, stays wet because it runs off of this roof. There's no gutters, pretty much 90% of this house. So what happens when you don't have gutters? There's nowhere to direct the water. and it destroys the wood. So they'll have some of their house painted, they'll have a lot of pieces replaced. But the pieces that aren't being replaced, that are just being painted, you can see, get up here, look at all that green on this natural stone. And then when you look underneath the lap, look at this part I just applied to. See all that? If you were to just paint over that, it'd look terrible. So get it washed first. Saves the painters a ton of time. Well, I'm gonna keep applying over here, pretty much where I ended, right there at the driveway where my truck was before. So I've got to do all that and all the way around the front. So I'm gonna keep applying up top, all these peaks and stuff like that. There's spider webs and junk, all of it's getting painted. So I'm gonna keep applying and keep rinsing. All right, just after 11 o'clock, just finishing up, draining the tank now, rinsing everything out, rinsing out the soft wash pump. I had to use my 12 volt again on those entryway, that natural stone right there, where there used to be a gutter on either side of that standing seam metal roof, and the water had backed up. And it was basically moss growing inside that, within the mortar of that natural stone. So I didn't want to blast it out of there. You gotta be real careful with mortar, especially on natural stone like that. If you take a chunk of that cement mortar out of there, even when they repair it, they'll never get it to match. It's terrible. So treat it with like some 4%, get it pretty hot if there's moss in there, let it sit for a little bit, turn up the surfactant real thick too, because it's a vertical surface. It wants to just run as soon as you put it on there. Wet everything underneath it, wet everything around it. Hit it pretty hot, 4%, let it sit there for 10 minutes. Wide fan tip on a pressure washer, like a M5 nozzle or a wide fan nozzle, rinse the junk out of there. Look 100 times better. But that house is done. They are replacing the railings up front, like I said, but all the rest of we got some cedar shake over there. The rest of it's cedar plank, a lot of natural stone. That front door, I stayed right away from it. Rinsed that whole porch with nothing but water. Actually, on that front door, I stood right at the door and rinsed away. I really didn't even want to get water on the door at all. I don't want to touch anything. That front door's never had anything touch it. I don't want to be the first one to put water on it. No moisture at all near that thing. So the homeowner actually came out, introduced himself to me. I had to talk to his wife when I went up through to wash that walkout, like I said, but he even said, I took a picture of your truck. Next time I need this house washed, it's getting painted right now, but I'm gonna give you a call, hope you don't mind. I got your number and stuff off your truck. I said, no, that's fine. That's what it's for. So even though I'm subbing out this one, might have just picked up another long-term customer. He was real pleased with it. He went around and showed me some spots that were green, as he said, and then when he got there, because I'd already done those spots, they were already gone. So he was real impressed with it. I'm off to another job. Hope you like this video. Thanks.